Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Chuck Graham Show. Little Redface was out mowing yesterday, but I did get my ears lowered, like I said on the last show. Let me read to you this clip, or this tweet from 18 hours ago from the president. There is no doubt we expect growth to be slower than last year's rapid clip. But that's consistent with a transition to stable, steady growth with lower inflation. Let's all pretend that's true, because this president has no clue how to fix inflation, because he's still, and the Democratic Party is still trying to pump money into this economy. They're trying to just give away money, climate change, Green New Deal shit. And I hope Joe Manchin changes his mind, and God help us if Christian Cinema gets on board with this crap. Inflation is nothing more than too much money in the system chasing too few goods. That's it. It's a tax on every single American people. And these Democrats love to say that the rich should pay their fair share. Woo! Should pay their fair share. Do you folks realize that the 1% pay 40% of the taxes in this country? 40%. The top 20% of earners pay 100% of the taxes. 100% of the taxes. We don't tax the poor in this country. Have you ever had a friend or a colleague that had 3 or 4 children, claimed, head of household, and got $10,000 back in taxes, but you know damn good and well they didn't pay that in? There's a reason for that. Because the top earners pay that for the lower earners. That's just the way it is, folks. America doesn't tax the poor, and the middle class kind of break even. That's why when you lower taxes on the rich, they innovate more, they spend more, which creates more money. I think it was Thomas Sarwell was the economist that was talking about that, what they were trying to make fun of, trickle-down economics, which actually works. It actually works, and Trump proved that it worked when he lowered the taxes. Sorry about that. I don't edit these videos like some people. I want it to be real. Real time, real everything. No editing. Let me just say this. The bottom line is this. The rich do pay their fair share. Hell, they pay their fair share, and they pay the damn taxes for the lower class. But you won't hear that from the Democrats. Have you ever wondered why someone could get money that they didn't pay in? Well, that's why. And I digress from that. But this president has no clue, none, not one iota of sense of what it means and how to straighten out inflation. It's simple. Keystone Pipeline, allow the leasing, release the approval for the leasings to drill, to frack, natural gas. We were on our way. We were energy independent. You do that, gas prices go down. What they're doing right now with the federal oil reserves is killing America. They're doing this for the election. Make no mistake, folks. If your gas prices go down, it's not going to stay down. It is going to go back up. Why? Because they're releasing oil from the the strategic oil reserves, which was almost non-existent until Trump came in and resupplied it. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up yourself. The fact of the matter is this. This president is a moron. And I just don't know any other way to put it. It's not a nice thing. He's obviously in mental decline. He obviously can't run this country. To me, he's not running it. And let me tell you something. I hope to God Christian Cinema does not vote for this bill. You haven't seen inflation yet. You just wait. Remember when they told you that inflation was transitory? It's transitory. And now they're telling you that I'm sorry. Inflation was transitory. Turns out it's not. So all I can say is it just makes no sense. None whatsoever. And I'm looking through, sorry for the pause, but I was looking through the comments on the transitory inflation. And it's just ridiculous. This stuff is not transitory. This is here. It's real. And now they're sitting here saying that we have transitory recession. Really? We have a transitory recession? A recession is defined by 2 consecutive quarters of GDP decline, negative growth. And we have that. We're here. We're in a recession. And I said this on the last show. And I apologize for the pause, but the bottom line is this. We're here. And it's not going to get any better. Now, I told my wife, I said, this is going to get much worse before it gets better. And the only way it gets better is if we get them out of office. I mean, these people are nuts. You hear me? Anytime that they don't like what the definition of something is, say like a man, they change it. Say inflation, they change it. Say recession, they change the definition. Look at Jean-Pierre. We don't define a recession as that. They've defined a recession of 2 negative quarters for the past 50 years. It's economy 101. If you ever taken it in college, that's what it is. There is no redefining it. These people are fucking nuts. And all I can say is very simple. If you vote for the Democrat and then you go to the grocery store and you have to pay twice what you did a year and a half ago or 2 years ago or under Trump, I would much rather have the mean tweets and $1.75 a gallon gas. How about you? I paid $4.50 a gallon for diesel to go in my tractor. And I'm one of the fortunate ones that have enough property I can grow my own food if I need to. I mean, I'm not going to starve. But there are people in big cities, people that are on fixed incomes. What about them? Oh my God, if you're on a fixed income, say $800 a month, your income just got slashed in half because of inflation. It doesn't hurt the rich. These dipshits don't understand it. They don't feel the pain. You understand? These rich folks like Biden and his corrupt family, they don't feel the pain that the normal lower and middle class people feel. They don't feel it. So what I'm trying to tell you is very simple. It's the lower class people and the middle class people that it affects the most. We can't keep doing this, folks, or we're going to be without a country. We're going to be Venezuela all over again. And I've said it 1,000 times before. Climate change is real. It's just unquantified. You cannot measure it. You cannot measure it, folks. It happens so slowly, with such methodical, that 10 to 14,000 years is the window of time when the earth heats up and cools down. It just happens. It's not man-made crap. And I was watching an interview over on one of the scientists. They were asking them how much carbon emissions, and they couldn't tell you. They couldn't tell you how much carbon was emitted into the atmosphere by humans. They could not tell you the amount. So if you can't tell me the amount, and you can't tell me the amount that's devastating to the environment, it's just junk science. But the science could tell you. I mean, look, you realize they're even talking about flatulence and cows farting. Remember buffalo back in the 1800s when the Indians, or 1700s, when we had 1 million, 2, 3 million buffalo herds? We don't now. It's nonsense. They've been screaming this crap for decades through the rooftop. Miami will be underwater. And they use the word could. And they always put those in there. They always put those subjective, ambiguous terms in there, like could. Well, okay, if it happens, they'll go, see, we told you. We predicted it. No, you said could. But they won't do that if it comes true, which it never comes true. But they'll use it as if it was may. And sometimes may is an absolute. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to. They want to leave that little sliver of shit right there in their comments and in their reporting on this, so that they can come back and say, "Oh, see, we said could. We didn't say it was going to happen." It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm going to leave it at that. Inflation is real. The recession is real. Climate change is real. But climate change is one of those things we can't do anything about. I am for clean gas, clean oil, and no pollution. Pollution is your worst enemy because it affects everybody now. Deal with pollution, deal with clean oil and gas. We could do that right here with the cleanest oil and gas on the planet, but no, this dipshit chooses to go overseas and beg for it. The dirty ass oil that they have that we can ship over here on the most uneconomical way to ship it back is on the cargo ships. What? This guy makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And with that, I digress from it all today. And I'll see you guys in the morning on the next video. And I just had to touch base again about this inflation. He's just one stupid comment after another. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.